This is Booster Gold 0, and this is good. I got this because it is the return of Blue Beetles, but this is more than that, and also not even that. He is already back by this point. This is written by John Jeffries and Stan Jurgensen. Stan Jurgensen also does the art, and Stan Jurgensen is the creator of Booster Gold. This ties into Infinite Christmas, but there is a lot going on in this issue. Booster Gold, he has used time travel and nonsense like that to save Blue Beetles from being killed by a bullet. But we also have all the other Blue Beetleses. They came together to help Booster Gold save Blue Beetles. We have got the original Blue Beetles from Charlatan Comics. We have got the Jamie Reese version, who was written better in this than in his own comic. And we have got a Blue Beetles from the future. I'm not sure if he had ever appeared before this story. This one, the takeaway for me was really that Jamie Reese, his comic was rubbish comparatively. He is written as having actual character and personality behind him here, and I can see why people like him. He's still not my favourite Blue Beetles, but I concede he is used well here. And then to make us like the comic a bit more, we have got Green Lanterns, the Jordan Albert version, but this is back when he was being evil, which was the only time he was ever worth reading. Booster Gold and the Blue Beetles Corps, they crossed paths with Green Lanterns and Monarch when they were gunning through the time stream to try and destroy the universe in 0 hours, Christmas in time. So now it is fight time, and John Jeffries is very quick to remind readers that Jordan Albert was never really evil. Something that I forgot, well, I didn't forget, the book didn't ever bother reminding you or telling you this. Blue Beetles' scarab, it is tied in with Green Lantern's ring. They react negatively to each other, and that is why Green Lanterns, the Gary Gardner version, that is why he was randomly smacking Jamie Reese around in his first issue. They didn't explain that in that issue, but here they do. So Booster Gold, he is fighting Monarch. In a world where DC are not stupid, Monarch, he would have been Captain Atom-Man rather than Swallow from Spit and Swallow. Sometimes I like to look at these appearances of Monarch and just squint and pretend that it is Captain Atom-Man like it was originally planned. But then all the heroes, they run away from baddies because heroes run away from baddies nowadays. And they end up in Booster Gold's time. Booster Gold, he comes from the future, he comes from the 25th century, and now they are all there, and they are actually at a pivotal point of Booster Gold's history, when he decided to be an idiot and throw a game of American football so that his dad could make some money. Also, his dad is apparently Cables, as if Cables' family tree needed more complication. We have also got Booster Gold's sister. I am not sure of her age, so I will not say whether or not she is attractive. She tragically died at some point in his original series, and a lot of what we do here is the boilerplate stuff, with Booster Gold being able to intervene and change the course of his life. Like, he could stop himself from throwing that American football game, or he could step in and stop his sister from dying. But we all know that he cannot do that because it would mess up the time stream. It would be the old Butterfree effect. So Booster Gold and all the Blue Beetleses, they decide they have to leave this time period as soon as possible to avoid changing anything important. There is some loose action attached to that, involving robot security guards, and they're trying to escape from them. Some adverts too. So they get away from the 25th century, and now all the other Blue Beetleses, they have to return to their proper places in time. And we get great bits here with Blue Beetles and the other Blue Beetles. We have got a sweet bit here with the original one. And then this bit between Blue Beetles and Jamie Reese. It shows more care and consideration for establishing Jamie Reese as a respectful legacy character, and even being a heroic or well-intentioned personality, rather than just a random bland kid with magic sci-fi powers. I should have read this before Blue Beetles #1, maybe. So, with the other 3 Blue Beetleses gone, Booster Gold and Blue Beetles, they return to the current DC universe. But don't forget, Infinite Christmas is happening, and there's loads of Big Macs flying in the sky. There's so many Big Macs that it took a double-page splash to show them all. I'm not entirely sure of the continuity of this series. Booster Gold, he doesn't know what is happening here, even though this is published after Infinite Christmas, and he has experienced Infinite Christmas already. And obviously Jamie Reese is around now, so it's clearly after Infinite Christmas, and Booster Gold already knows Jamie Reese, so I don't even get why he isn't sure what's going on here. He should know that this is Infinite Christmas again. And to really hurt your head, I think this means during Infinite Christmas, there were 2 Booster Golds running around. There was this one from the future, the one who went back in time and saved Blue Beetles. And then there is also the Booster Gold who experienced all that and then eventually travelled back in time to save Blue Beetles. And will eventually become this Booster Gold who will end up travelling back and reliving Infinite Christmas again, except with Blue Beetles this time. Or maybe it's something to do with that 1 year gap that DC had in the timeline after Infinite Christmas. Time travel, it can hurt your head when you aren't sure if the writers using it have properly considered the intricacies of it. I don't know, maybe they have. Maybe in the next issue there'll be like a scene where Booster Gold, he spies his past self during the events of Infinite Christmas or something. Or maybe there's like an old paradox where Booster Gold from the future, he tells Booster Gold from the past about Jamie Reese. You know what, that actually works. Maybe that was like the plan all along. Enough speculation from me though, this is definitely enjoyable. While I do seem to hold it in regard for quite superficial reasons, stuff like bringing Blue Beetles back from the dead, or including Green Lanterns when he was evil. There is other stuff in here that is quality. Respectful writing of all 3 of the major versions of Blue Beetles. It doesn't exclude anyone from the table. Whichever version is your version of Blue Beetles, they are all treated well. We have got some good stuff with Booster Gold not changing his origin and stuff. Yeah, this is easily getting a 7 thumbs up.